What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sports Syndicate, where you know data meets dollars. Let's go over NHL today. Let me show you how to access the model. God bless you all. Thank you for coming back to watch another video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. All of the access codes are sold out, guys. It was 100 of them I put out, NBA one and NHL one. All of them have been sold out. So the model's back to $12. I will put out another access code at a later time and a later date. But it's $12 if you want to access the model. The link to everything is in the description. You get daily access. I was asked to change it to weekly. I will change it to weekly so you ain't got to access it. You don't got to pay for it every day. You just take your code and you just access it when you want to access it, how often you want to access it, and just I got you. So we're gonna do weekly passes. I'm gonna do it when I bring MLB online. So when I do MLB online, I'm gonna bring the weekly passes for everything. So you can have a weekly pass for whatever sport that you want to have a weekly pass for. Okay, that's fair. All right. So let's get into the model. How do you access the model? So here it is, daily access pass. You get the Sims, you get the everything, guys. Like I put my heart in this, man. My wholehearted heart into this, man. We put work into this. This ain't no light work shit. This ain't nothing that was overnight, man. This was many YouTube videos. Many YouTube videos. Like I always say, guys, if you want to learn the code, it is free MIT courses on YouTube. Other free coding courses, like these are $60,000 courses that you can actually get for free. Like 3-hour, 8-hour courses. It's like mad long courses. Trust me, they're out there. All right. So let's get into it. Let's go. All right. So I already purchased the model, but how you access the model, you will just hit access daily pass. Based off the link in the description, you'll follow these steps. All right. The promo code is not active anymore based on it expiring, based on it's been used up. So moving on, include your email when you use your payment. That way, if you do forget your code, I can always send you a code, but you will get a success screen and you will have a button to press to auto redirect you directly into the model. Okay. Very simple, not difficult at all, very easy. Okay. Just make sure that you screenshot or copy your code. Also, when you access the model, you can access it on mobile and you can access it on desktop. You can download, you can print, and you can switch the from light to dark. So if you want it light, you can make it light. If you want it dark, you can make it dark. All right. So now that I have access to the codes and we're in, let's jump into it. All right. So this is the NHL model. We're taking the Islanders. We're going to take the Islanders here to get this win over Pittsburgh. Colorado versus Calgary. We're going to lean Colorado. Vegas and Vancouver. We're hitting Vancouver heavy tonight, guys. Vancouver by -1.5, but Vancouver definitely on the money line. Vancouver -1.5 if you feeling sexy, take the -1.5. Toronto, definitely. This is a great two-legger right here. St. Louis and San Jose. San Jose might be sneaky good. St. Louis look all right, but this right here, these two right here, this is the play. Vancouver and Toronto. All right. Moving on. Let's jump over here and scroll down here. All right, so that's the matchups. Let's jump into skaters. So this is exactly what you get when you access the model. I'm showing you how to access it. Macklin, Celebrini, these are your top guys. Skater projections dashboard. Avery Hayes for power play points. Morgan Riley for most blocks. Thomas Hurdle for shots on goal. Macklin, Celebrini, 1.6 assists. Backlund for a goal tonight. Celebrini for damn near 3 points. Take Celebrini for a goal tonight, guys. Celebrini for a goal tonight. Avery Hayes right here is looking good. Avery Hayes is definitely looking good here on these power play points. But when you see 6.0, this is the standout. This is like the highest level. So whatever his over is, take his over. All right, whatever Morgan Riley's over is on blocks, take his over. His goals, assists, points, these are on the right on it. And Macklin with 3 points tonight is crazy. Like the model said, 3 points for Macklin. That's crazy. So I mean, but it don't surprise me. I remember anybody that remember, it was like the first week we was doing NBA, and it had, who did it have, bro? He got traded, Trae Young, for like 17 assists. I was like, bro, Trae Young is not getting 17 assists. That boy got 17 assists, bro. I said the model's hot. And I was done from there. All right, but here's the plays. All right, so here's all the plays, and you can have it by player. Okay, so it's here by player. Over here you can go to goals. All right, so if you want the goals, what I realize is, not if you want the goals, but if you want the odds for the goals, it's very simple. All right, just change the line. All right, to 0.0. See what I'm doing? All right, I'm changing the line to 0.0. We're gonna go descending, make it easier. We'll go ascending. All right. So here we are here. Now here you can easily scroll down to the 0.5s for the guys that you like, and you can easily, like I said, download it. You can search by name. You can increase it. Same thing like NBA. But when you scroll down, here's all your 0.5 guys and the lines. And Flifka has the best lines. Flif is a great sports book because they're forever presenting the best lines so they can get more customers. So they're giving up a lot of vig guys. Like they're throwing it out the door. So here's all your 0.5 guys right here. The odds, the goals, the odds for over one goal, and that's the numbers. Here's goalies, and if you want to look at just other projections, here it is. Bally bet. These are just you can tell that they're going to have the best odds. Excuse me. You can tell that they're going to have the best odds just based off of you know not having a lot of customers. All right. You go to goalies. They just need better promotions, basically. Here's your goalie dashboard. Here's the saves projected for the goalies. Here's the shutout probability. What else? And win probability. Mainly this column is more so wrapped in and aligned. So, for example, you got the Islanders in Pittsburgh. Islanders have a better win percentage based on their goalie. All right. And here's the goalies, projected goalies' name, starter status projected. And here's the goalies that's projected tonight. Leaderboards. Here's your leaderboards. Okay. This is an array of leaders. So here's your top 25 by points, goals. So it's just going to show you your top 25. All right. Here's your top 25 in goals. The number one is Avery Hayes. Assists, shots on goals, blocks, and power play points. Okay, and where you see that at is you see it just jumps to the top over here, and that's crazy. Avery Hayes might have a night tonight. First goal. Here's your first goal logic. So this is projections for who will get the first goal in the game or first team goal. We have one on these in the past. I don't really play this market a lot, but it's available to you if you would like to use it. Institutional plays. Here's our institutional plays. Our institutional plays is pretty cool. Here's the list of all the institutional plays. As you see, the bars up here. Here's a list of all the institutional plays. Okay, institutional plays is just basically where the market probability is right there with our model probability, and we believe that we can get Sidney Crosby for a point tonight. Daily card. This is the daily card. It's similar to the institutional plays, but this one just has confidence and wrapped into it. I got to remove the 2.5 shots, I know, but I'll get that removed, and then from there, everything will be pretty much decent. But these are the daily cards. So if these are some of the plays that we would play tonight. Celebrini for over. I would take him for over 1 point. I would take Backlund for a goal. I would take Macklin for an assist. These will all be individual plays. I would take Backlund for 4 shots on goal. I'll take Robert Thomas for 3 shots on goal. So this is what I'll do. The best bet of the day. Okay, guys, this is the best bet of the day. The best bet of the day is Evgeny for Pittsburgh to get a point at minus 145. If I'm seeing that right, let me check. Yep, minus 145. Auto same game parlay. The auto same game parlay is the same thing that's also introduced in the model. It just gives you same game parlays where the correlation is just dynamic along with the EV and the opportunity for these guys to get points. So, for example, you can take Blake, Morgan, Matt, and Mikhail all to get a point. All right, 1.5 points. I wouldn't take that. That's just a bet that came up. You see what I'm saying? Like that. I just got to get the odds together. See, 600, 800. Because I don't be trying. I be hitting some big plays. So, this is how it goes. All right. This is just how it goes. So sometimes I just wire it for me for a night, and then I'll keep it as is, and then it shows it to y'all. Syndicate EV parlays. That must have been a night I was really trying to hit some bangers. And here's your EV plays. So here's like over 1.5 plays, over goal, one goal, these two to get a goal, these two, him to get 2 blocks, him to get a goal. So these are, EV generated parlays. All right, guys. So this is entire what you get. You also get your bankroll management as always here. You start with your bankroll and it'll divvy it up so that you won't go broke, and it'll take care of you. Trust me. I don't feel like explaining it because I think I'm on like my 3rd video tonight. All right, guys. God bless you all. It's the Sports Syndicate. We out.